Hello everybody and welcome to the Midnight Game Room. I'm Marty and welcome back to West of Loathing. I did a little bit more grinding, as I'm prone to do in the off time, just to make sure that I make everything just a little bit easier. Mostly because after I got killed the last time and I realized that I gain rage, or gain angry stat every time I die, I need to make it not possible for me to die, or at least as not possible as possible, if you catch my drift. Because I want to try and do this whole thing on the same day, because I don't want to pass out and wake up on day 2. Otherwise, I'd lose all these fancy things I got. Oh my god. So, I've got a whole lot of punch cards, scraps, the complicated punch card. I don't even know what these things do. I have them now because I stayed down there beating up those El Vibrato things. So, we are gonna do a little bit of exploring today. Mostly because I haven't been to any of these places, and I'm gonna go back to the railroad camp because I believe one of the guys said I had to go to intimidate them. I believe they said that I could go... there was a place I had to go to get lumber in order to build a bridge. So I'm going to continue on with that and figure out what's going on. Hey boss, any luck with the whole bridge situation? Not yet. Nothing. Alright, let's pick a place at random then. Well, I think I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go up to Breadwood, and we'll start there and we'll work our way down to the bottom. What is that horse doing? Horse, sir, you are not a people? Why are you standing like that? Why, you know, town's gone something when the horse... I can't even read that fast enough. I'm not that good at reading. Gone to pot? When the horses are drunk. Okay. Breadwood Mare. Oh. Breadwood Yeast Armory? Can I open that? No, I can't. I needed militia yeast. This table has no mail on it. It's Breadwood's meager selection of library books. The soup kitchen is bereft of soup. And the bank is apparently small enough to fail. Alright. So we've got a problems board. Missing mail. Last batch of mail never made it here. Overdue book. The library's 4 books checked in... One of the library's 4 books was checked out and never turned back in. Stalled logging permit. Whole swaths of forest still standing and we can't chop them down. Soup shortage. The town soup kitchen doesn't have any soup in it. Skeletons everywhere. Skeletons keep wandering into town and poking people in the eye. It sounds like just a bit of a nuisance. Not exactly what I'd expect from skeletons coming into town, but whatever. Missing yeast. The town's entire stock of yeast was stolen by the Yeasty Gang. Robbed bread bank. The town's bank was cleaned out by the Baker Boys. Wouldn't the Baker Boys be able to make their own bread? Last time a mayor let this list get over 3 items, we chased him out of town with his breadstick nailed to the top of his head. No, I don't think they're talking about an actual breadstick. I don't think I'd be able to run if my breadstick was nailed to my forehead. Or the top of my head, rather. Yikes, okay. Howdy, Mayor. I'm Wurgleburgle, here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm out here to cut a deal with you for the lumber. Alright, I believe we can scrape together that much wood. What sort of down payment are you offering? Right. Oh, I, sort of expected you would just bill us. You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? I can probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but that deal would be a real problem, and I've already got 7 problems to worry about. Oh? The mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Nothing for free. Maybe I could help you with some of your problems. Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. Which problem do you want to offer help with? Well, let's start at the top and work our way down. Missing mail. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. You got it! I think this is gonna be a whole lot. The buttery biscuit. Oh, I gotta go in here. Ooh. Could it be a new spittoon? Oh yes, what kind of tasty, nasty, spit-soaked, tobacco-flavored nonsense am I getting into this time? And an unusually full one. Probably best to leave it alone. Take a closer look. Look, this isn't Mom and Pop's family fun time saloon. This is a dive bar in a dive town. The people who drink in here are mainly drifters and desperados. Don't go splashing around in the literal scum of the earth. I'm gonna. Seriously, don't. This is wrong and disgusting. It is vile behavior. I have my face right up to the thing. What does it look like? No, I'm not telling you. Why are you doing this to me? I had to skip lunch today because I couldn't stop thinking about you and these foul spittoons. I've got my hand right in there, splashing around. La la la, I'm not listening. You find nothing. You are the worst person in the world. Ha! I found something all right. Like a necrotic skin disorder, I bet. Actually, it's a pair of boots, so there, Mr. Delicate Stomach. Boots, great. Boots full of bandit spit. I hope they have to invent a whole new kind of trench foot just for you. I hope they name it after you. I got spit-soaked boots. Plus 3 to maximum AP. Well, they don't do muscle. I need boots that make my arms stronger. You're just jealous of my sweet new boots. Alright, let me see. What do I have for boots right now? Work boots. Maximum AP and armor. I don't use that much AP. And yet all those offer me are more AP. I really don't use that much. Alright. Oh, she's got exclamation marks over her head. She is freaking right out. What's she got to say? Hey there, Susie. There's a ranch out this way run by a lady named Alexandria. Not that I got much hope of her still being alive. Ah, gee, come on, Susie. Keep your chin up. Nah, I'm fine. As long as we put a stop to this. We discovered a new map location, Alexandria Ranch. Perfect. Forgetting anything? Yeah, I know, that's what we're doing right now. Stop your hiccuping. Hey, the bunkhouse. Toilet, flush the toilet, flush it for fun. 5 XP, Master of Flushing. What does Master of Flushing do? Plus 3 muscle. Your toilet flushing muscles are in fantastic shape. I am such a strong flusher. Holy. Some water and a few miscellaneous toiletries provided. Wash up. 3 XP. That's what I'm talking about. This guy seems to be very focused on his beard growing. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the focacia are you? Name's Wurgleburgle. The mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line on where to start looking. Oh, yeah, alright. I gave up being a mailman a couple years ago, but I doubt they've changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Thank you, sir. And who are you? This guy's just chilling by the fire. Must not be a very good fire. Ah, I see what you did there. Howdy, stranger. I'm Hobart Buppert. You're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Hobart. I'm Wurgleburgle. Yeah, 'cause he's got the weird name. You seem like the traveling sort. Mind doing a fellow a favor? What's the favor? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That's quite a dream. I heard they've got one at the Pettin Cemetery, but... The what? The Pettin Cemetery. Is that what it sounds like? Okay, for a second there I really didn't realize I was thinking petting zoo. A petting cemetery. Exactly what it sounds like, but see, I ain't got the meat for a ticket. You want a loan? Nah, I got no prospects of paying it back, but I got a camera, and I figured if you went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of their owl skeleton and bring it back to me. Sure, I'll do that. Great, thanks a bundle. Owl camera, it marks the location of the cemetery on your map. You discovered a new map. Petting Cemetery. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, owl will be back. Owl, okay, owl will be back. Owl. Oh, the third one. Doesn't make a difference. Pick the lock. Halloway's pin. What do you do? A silver lapel in the shape of a mining pick with jumble neck mine 1 year and inscribed in the haft. This item goes on your lapel. Extra HP. I did take it, right? I'm not... Okay, yeah, I've already foot-looted this footlocker. Well then. Now we need to go... I don't want to do the... Don't want to do the cemetery thing just yet. I want to go to... Where's the place? Reboot Hill, Breadwood, Soupstock... Postal Way Station. That's where I need to go. Postal Service property. No trespassing. Let's trespass. What's it is? Stack of old newspapers. Letter to Roy Bean. Blank postcard? I don't need postcards. I can only send one a day. And I don't intend on going to day 2. Somebody has removed all the funnies, so there's literally no reason to care about them. That's how I feel about the newspaper. This cabinet is full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not. Is that an outhouse? You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes are involved in the placement of this outhouse. Nope, sure don't. Oh, could I look at the map and get anything out of that? Big map of the whole region with confusing little annotations on it. Okay, guess not. So, do I just go back and talk to that guy then? Wait. Clumpy suddenly gets spooked by something off the side of the trail. It's easy to understand why. There's a horse skeleton in the ditch, which is a thing that's probably extra spooky if you're a horse. Approaching the horse more closely, you see the tattered remains of a pair of Pony Express saddlebags on its skeletal flanks. The starboard bag is empty, but the port one contains a skeletal human hand with a ring on it. You conclude that either the horse's rider died with his hand in the saddlebag, or somebody is really sad that the skeleton hand they ordered never showed up, even though they paid extra to have it sent Pony Express. Either way, free ring. Ring of getting places faster. Reduces the frequency of random encounters. Yeah, but I don't need that, because I can usually end those really, really fast. The buttery biscuit. Alright, so... I already told you about the mail, son of a biscuit, leave me be, this beard ain't gonna grow itself, leave me be. So what? But... I went to the place and there was no the thing, so what I does do? Well, I guess I have to go back to Dirtwater then. Alright, let's make our way inside the post office and talk to this fella. Hey, I need some help tracking down some missing mail. How do you mean? A mail delivery went missing on the way to Breadwood and I'm hunting it on behalf of their mayor. The local mail station has a bunch of route maps, but I don't know... I don't know which one I need. Well, that information ain't exactly secret, but I ain't supposed to just give it out either. A delivery gone missing is bad news, though. I suppose it'd be alright just this once. Wait here a sec. Thanks! After a couple of minutes, she comes back with a sheet of notepaper. Okay, so each map has a code on it, you see? Based on region and direction of travel. She explains how to work out the code you need and gives you a cheat sheet for reference. You got postal code sheet. Now I have to go all the way back up there to check out the routes. Big map, whole region, a lot of confusing little annotations on it. Oh, you find the cheat sheet to find the... Or you use the cheat sheet to find the route map that leads to Breadwood. Follow the map. Chuck's house. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal, after all. But you can't shake that feeling there's something very wrong going on here. Maybe you're just being paranoid. And maybe the music's giving it away. Or there's a noose in the tree. That's not a normal thing. Not normal at all. Oh, you shut up, Clumpy. Alright then, well, let's try the main house before we go down to the cellar. You approach the door hesitantly. You could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. Knock, knock, knock. A voice inside calls, come in! It's open! It's always open. Oh, the door creaks open and you step inside the house. The interior is an absolute nightmare. The walls are covered with rusty chains and hooks, as well as a variety of wicked-looking knives and shears. A man of indeterminate age and slightly hunched posture grins widely as you enter, his eyes gleaming. He's standing near a large puddle of blood on the floor. Hello, my name is Chuck. Welcome to my little blood and breakfast. Your what? Blood and breakfast. Oh, sorry, I have a lisp. A lisp? Yes, it makes lud sound like lud, and bead and breakfast. I see. People also tell me I emphasize words oddly, but I don't get that at all. Uh-huh. There's a lot of blood on the floor. I can't help but notice you have a giant pool of blood on your floor. Blood? Oh, no. I can see why you might think that. This is certainly rude like blood, but this is tomato soup. What? Tomato soup? Yes, I spilled my lunch. Very clumsy of me. I was just getting started cleaning it up when you arrived. Some very weird words to emphasize. A little pantry shelf. There's nothing unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea leaves labeled Sleepy Time and Earl Grape. There's a little kettle on the stove, and it's still hot. This seems like it's kind of damning. This is a large collection of steel chains and hooks, as well as knives, shears, and other bladed implements. Everything is covered with rust, or possibly dried blood, or both. Aha! You've noticed my collection. Yeah, it's, dramatic. It all belonged to my father, and his father before him. They were butchers. And you? Haha, I do a little bit, but not professionally. I broke a family tradition to run my little blood and breakfast. Like, just look at this guy. Dude is creepy as hell. I don't like him. I don't want to talk to him. Chuck is staring at you. You notice his left eye has a tendency to drift sideways as he stares, and then reset when he blinks, which is not often enough. Excuse me? Yes? How can I help you? You said you were running a bed and breakfast here. Yes, that's what I slewed, yes. Could I have a look at the guest room? What's on the menu? Has the mailman been by recently? I just want to get out of here. Has the mailman been by recently? Why, yes, my last guest was a mailman. Such a nice fellow. It's a shame he's no longer with us. I hope you just mean that he left. I like to think he'll always be here. In spirit. Can I have a look at the guest room? It's in the cellar, but I'm afraid it's unavailable at the moment. My last guest is only just checked out. And I still need to clean up the mess. Oh, what's on the menu? Homemade sausages and tomato soup. I also have a special tea blend that's a real knockout. What kind of sausages? Long pork sausages. Oh, God. My grandfather's own recipe. Did you just say long pork? That's right. I make them longer than regular pork sausages. They're more filling that way. This is puzzling and uncomfortable for many different reasons. You mentioned a special tea blend. Yes, it's a special herbal blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. Huh. Thanks. Sorry, that's private. That's my blood room. Your what? My blood room. My bead room. Oh, right, gotcha. Yeah, there's nothing strange about this. A cellar door. Man, I bet it's all kinds of horror down there. Like some kind of medieval torture dungeon. Yeah, let's go in then. It's locked. But is it locked to keep you out or to keep something in? Whoa, it's a Plotco lock. Those things are unpickable. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Okay, so where am I to go? Ah, you surreptitiously swapped the labels. Chuck doesn't seem to have noticed. Maybe I can get him to try and give me some sleepy time tea. Chuck is staring at you. You notice that his left eye has a tendency to drift. Blah, blah, blah. What's on the menu? Special tea blend. That reminds me, I left the kettle on. The water should be boiled by now. Would you care for a cup of tea? No thanks, I'm good. Chuck pours himself a cup of tea and sips it while staring at you. After a bit, he starts to look drowsy. Oh my. I'm coming over all sleepy. Perhaps I should get my hood down for a minute. It's been a long day. Please excuse me. Sure. Chuck's blood room. Oh yeah. Sneaky like snake. Going through Chuck's drawer seems like maybe not a good idea. There's a key on top of the drawer, though. Yoink! Got Chuck's key. That's what I'm talking about. Do not wake up the sleeping Chuck. Let's go into the basement. You unlock the door and steel yourself for what you're about to see. Doesn't look nearly as horrific down here as you expected, unless you're particularly horrified by an unmade bed. Huh. This looks like a missing bag of mail. Grab it! Big old sack of mail addressed to various people in Breadwood. There's a blank postcard. Grab it. Not that I need it. See if there's anything good on this bookshelf. Ooh, Advanced Cowpunch in volume 125! I get a new skill! You get an item, locks, and how to pick them, and fundamentals of Next Mex. What a haul! Alright, I already got locks and how to pick them. Does it... you've already learned everything this book has to teach. Yeah, good point. Okay, Advanced Cowpunching. There's a really interesting article. Okay. People punching so hard that they stop moving. Haymaker. Briefly stuns an enemy. There's a chapter written by a guy who survived 17 different near-fatal gorings. He learned a lot about getting gore. It gives gore skill that lets you attack an entire row of enemies. And you can get Menacing Moo! That reduces the muscle of all your opponents. I think the only one I don't have is Menacing Moo, so... hang on. I just won't learn anything yet. I just want to make sure. Maybe I'll get Menacing Moo. That way I can take less damage in situations where I'm up against really strong opponents. Finally, you unleash... Okay, so AP cost 2 reduces enemy muscle by 4. Nice. Finally, you unleash an earth-shattering moo that destroys the rock you're sitting on, and the book. Moops. I mean, oops. Oh, jeez, I didn't read this. You sit on a rock and moo repeatedly until you've mastered the techniques in the book. Alright, sweet. I don't want anything to do with this Next Mex stuff. Gives you the raised skeletal buddy skill. I don't want to get into that. Anything that's like that seems to be a bad idea. I've been trying to stay away from stuff like the Goblet of Blood or the Hard Hat. So I feel like this falls into the same realm. If I'm wrong, you guys can let me know in the comments, and I will definitely open it up, but I don't want to screw this up. Alright. I checked the drawers. So nothing in the drawers, nothing on the bookshelf, nothing on the bed. We are good to go. As you're climbing out of the cellar, a mailman approaches you. Oh, thank goodness, you found my mail! This mailbag is yours? Yeah, I've been stressed out lately, so I took a day off and rented a room here for sort of a mini vacation. Chuck's a great guy. A little weird, I guess, but real personable. And his cooking is great. The tomato soup and those great big sausages. His tea did wonders for my insomnia, too. It did seem pretty effective. Anyway, I forgot my mailbag and wasn't sure where I left it, so I've been retracing my steps for ages. Thanks for finding it. Sure. No problem. Here you go. Mailman walks away with the bag over his shoulder, whistling a cheerful tune. Well, that's sorted, I guess. So does that mean I've sorted out the mail issue? Any sign of that missing mail? Yep. Found the missing mailman, too. He's on his way to deliver it. Excellent. I hope there's a new issue of Mayor's Monthly. You know, that would have... Sounds informative. The mayor glances at the list of problems on the wall and paces around nervously. Offer to help. I do think that that problem would have probably resolved itself by tomorrow, since, you know, I was climbing out of the cellar, and he's like, that's my mail, I came back to pick it up. I could have just waited a day. Maybe I can help you with some of your problems. Oh, thank you, blah blah blah. Problems board, let's go for the overdue book. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named of Alexandria. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Okay, I'll go ask her. I've already got the address. Don't you worry about that. Alright, what's going on here? This place has really been blown to shreds. Undestroyed bookshelf. This used to be an undestroyed bookshelf, but not anymore! Diary of Alexandria. Okay. What's a you do? Small diary. It's crispy around the edges and smells like gunpowder. You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who doesn't like books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from a nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify. So she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that isn't much good against cannonballs. So there's a nearby fort that's firing cannonballs. That's what I'm getting out of this. Advanced Cowpunching! What are we getting? Haymaker, Gore. Do I already have Haymaker? Gore, the old 1, 2, 3. Let you perform 3 punch attacks in quick succession. That, please! Unfold the poster and punch it until you're extra good at punching. Unfortunately, you're not yet very good at stopping punching, and you punch the book to bits. You've learned that the only thing better than hitting an enemy once is hitting an enemy several times. Each subsequent attack deals 1 more damage. Perform 3 attacks. Aww. It's a solid steel vault door. Okie dokie. It's a half cannonball? The front half. Inspect it. There's an inscription you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason, and it's still got the address stamped right under the surface. Fort Treason. This bombardment was done by the army. Well then, let's go to Fort Treason. Oh, they're way up here. Well now, Fort Treason. What do you have to say for yourself? Aside from your broken tree. Oh, can I discover places? Use your binoculars. Wonderful. I'm getting all kinds of places to discover, or places to get stuff. I'm finding stuff. And grab that stuff. Grab that stuff. Artillery targeting flare. Military grade whiskey. Chemical bullet. Private Mathau's diary. And a P.O. box key. Guess we're gonna be heading back to Dirtwater too. And Private Lemon's diary. Military grade whiskey and a full canteen. Sweet! Alright, what do we got here? Private Lemon's diary. Private Lemon's diary is pretty dry, not very interesting, just a list of day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch is being used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound convinced, but one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. Okay. The last few entries have to do with dissent in the ranks and possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. Okay, interesting. So, the commander at this fort is the guy who's crazy enough to just start shooting cannonballs at somebody's house. What's next on the list? Where's the other one? Private Mathau's diary. Most of Private Mathau's diary is empty pages, ink splotches, and latrine duty again, blah blah blah, near the end. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Mathau puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain friggin' bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection was actually an enemy spy outpost, Mathau felt compelled to warn the woman, but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannonball bombardment of the ranch, Mathau stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box during a shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons have already been calibrated, and when Mathau returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with no conclusion to the story. Interesting! Now, that means I'm going to have to go back to Dirtwater to get those maps, because somebody is going to have to bomb that thing for me. This must have been where they stored all of the fire. There's nobody here to bomb for me, though. Demi-culverin cannon. Look at the cannon, it's a fine cannon. Demi-culverin in size. Culverin? I don't know, put in your cannonball. Look through the rangefinder on the cannon, but you can't see any indication of anything you want to shoot at. You decide not to waste the ball. Seems rational. Alright, so I've got to go to Dirtwater first then. To get the maps so I can fire the cannon. Alright. Post office box 114. Fort Treason ballistics chart. What does that do for me? Chart for army guys that explains how to more effectively destroy things from a distance. This chart is full of details on precision firing of Demi-culverin artillery cannon. You know what? I bet that cannon could blow the vault door at Alexandria Ranch open if you could find a way to target it. You mean like the artillery targeting flare? Well then! Backwards ho! Or Whatever, to Alexandria Ranch. Alright. So... place the targeting flare. Alright, now I just have to go back to the fort and fire off a shot. Oh, orthopedic boots. What makes them orthopedic? Do they have like a Dr. Scholl's insole kind of deal, or? Alright, it's a demi-culverin cannon. You peer through the rangefinder at the distant smoke of your targeting flare. You consult the ballistics chart and turn the little knobs and cranks and stuff to other appropriate places. You root around in your pack and find a match. Light it up. Boom! If that didn't open the vault door, those grapes are probably sour anyway. What grapes? Okay. Onward! To the ranch! Alright, let's find out what happened! Yes! It's open! Alright, what do we got? Percussive maintenance. This book is full of tips and tricks about the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. I mean, I knew what percussive maintenance was, but I assumed it was going to be a little more clever than that, but oh well, whatever. Still funny. Books and books and books. Advanced cow punching again! And how to cheat at poker. Okay, let's see. So, percussive maintenance. Cool. I can now fix things. You quickly memorize the entire book. Time to get smacking. When you're done reading it, you notice that the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you just end up smashing the book to powder. Oops. Advanced cow punching 25. Haymaker or gore? Oh, I'm running out of things to learn. Well then, give me, I don't know, give me gore, why not? You read all the book's inconvenient truths about goring. You got skill gore. Unfortunately, you accidentally gore the book into bits while practicing what you've learned. That makes sense, except that I don't have horns. You spend enough time in the triangular area to know the trails merge and how to most efficiently hurt a whole row of things. Awesome. Not even sure if I'll use those things in fights. Ooh. This lock case contains a book labeled Gold Medal Silversmithing. Okay. Dabney bronze, details advanced techniques in smelting silver things and turning them into other silver things. Okay, so it just gives me a wider array of things that I can do at the silversmithing place. Expert silversmithing. You make extra silver bullets when crafting them. Nice, okay. After you finish reading it, you absent-mindedly drop it into a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman! Oh, how to cheat at poker. Gives you the dirty poker skill. Cheating is part of the game poker, but getting caught doing it is still disadvantageous. Said that weird. This book purports to turn your cheating into sneaky cheating. You quickly memorize the entire book. You've learned how to cheat at the weird variant of poker they play in these parts. You will almost certainly get caught. So as to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Let's hit the tables. And, oh my god, 2 more books. Make short work of the lock and grab. Rich Vein, Poor Vein. This is a copy of a popular financial advice book from a few years ago. It's rare now because of various crusades to destroy every copy of it. Alright, what does that one do? You quickly memorize the entire book. Vainglorious. Get a lot more meat out of meat veins. I feel like I've already emptied most of them. Unfortunately, the book was so old and crumbly that reading it once caused it to be destroyed. So much for literary preservation. Okay. And this locked case contains a book labeled The Greatest Love Poem Ever Written. You make short work of the lock. Grab the book! There it is, that's the word I'm looking for. The dust jacket of this book is missing, so I can't tell you who wrote it. What? Okay. And read it. The love poem is so good you're afraid to even read it because you might fall in love with the book. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots and lots of sense. So, I don't even remember what I was doing anymore. Susie, do you remember what I was doing? Dang, someone had a real hit on for this place. You don't think it was the cows? Cows don't explode and leave craters like that. Who'd be left to tell you? Alright, and am I forgetting anything? We're doing the mayor's job for him if we're gonna get that lumber for Smee. Yeah. Except that I still don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Crap. Oh, wait, it's the library book. Oh, I wonder if that's the love poem thing that I just picked up. Is that the library book that was overdue? I feel like it would be called Overdue Library Book. Well, let's find out. Not yet. This is the list of problems posted on the wall. Well, I guess we'll just have to go to somewhere else. I'm gonna go to Jumbleneck Mine, just to see what's there, because we haven't done anything else like that right now. Alright, let's check out the foreman's office. Except for all the dust over everything, and the fact that the guy at the desk is a ghost, this looks like a regular mine foreman's office. Yeah, except for that part, you know? A hat rack with a standard issue miner's helmet hanging on it. Sweet, what's that do? +3 armor. Okie dokie. An old calendar looks like work stopped here a bunch of months ago. Ghost is busy shuffling the ghosts of papers? Do papers have ghosts? Excuse me? Kid, I'm busy here. I've got a mine to run. Take a hike, okay? This mine is still running? I haven't seen anyone around. We're miners, kids. If you saw anyone up here, I'd have to fire them for not doing their job. How's business? Oh, just great. Hunky friggin' dory. See this face? This is my happy face, and I'm double excited about answering questions from some random kid that wandered into my office while I'm working. Look how ecstatic I am. That's quite a silver tooth. You've gotten that sarcastic grin. Made it myself. I've only made a few little silver trinkets in my time. Now go away. Your calendar's out of date. What? Yeah, it's like 6 months old. I like the picture, okay? Scram. Do you know you're a ghost? Do you know you're a pain in the ass? No, I'm serious. You see me laughing? Okay, this guy's just a dick. We're gonna take a closer look. You stoop down and take a closer look at the safe. It's a pretty standard heavy-duty safe with a dial-type combination lock. Hey, something wrong with your ears? I told you to get away from there. Try to open the safe. Why you look? Come here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat him up. This guy's being a bit of a dick. I win. Well, that was easy. Now I can open the safe. Crack the safe. I got sack of meat nuggets and weird knife. This knife has a thin, twisty stiletto blade made of tarnished black silver. It looks wicked sharp, but holding it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Like someone's whispering your name, but you can't quite hear them. -5 mysticality and silver weapon. Okay, score! Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. This pile of rocks is probably mining leftovers. I got a silver-tooth skull. Sweet! This is a human skull buried in this pile. It's ominous. This elevator is pretty dusty inside and doesn't appear to have been maintained for quite a while. It does still seem functional, but the control lever is chained and padlocked. You also notice that the shaft is totally silent. You'd expect to hear the rumbling of mine carts and the clanking of pickaxes echoing up from below, but there's nothing. Pick the lock! You pick the lock, remove the chains, and give the lever a yank. The elevator shudders as it begins to descend, accompanied by the sound of clanking chains and grinding pulleys. Very quickly it becomes too dark to see and you pull out your lantern. Very slowly the elevator reaches its destination. You pull the door open and peer into the gloom. Okay. This minecart is full of rocks. There doesn't appear to be anything special about them. Give the cart a shove. You put your shoulder to the minecart and give it a shove. It trundles down the track and bonks into a big pile of rocks. Oh, I see. It's a headless skeleton. Skullless. There we go. Now it's in the next room. There isn't quite much to see except for a lot of rocks. There's quite a lot of them, so if you want to look at rocks, it's a great selection to choose from. Alright, what's in here now? Aside from a minecart that I just pushed in. Looks like someone forgot their lunchbox down here. They must be real hungry by now. Like a paper bag and some raisins. What a terrible lunch. Some kind of rusty old spring-loaded ratcheting mechanism with an activation lever. It appears to have been latched into the minecart and locked into place. This is a crate of old dynamite. Dynamite that gets very dangerous when it ages, but I know better than to try and... My cat just spooked the hell out of me. All my lights started disappearing from behind me. Oh, God. But I know better than to try and stop you from taking a stick if you decided you want one. I have decided that. Unstable stick of dynamite. Alright, perfect. I'm assuming I need to go back out here. That spring-loaded lever is probably... oh no, maybe not. I was gonna say that spring-loaded lever is probably gonna launch this thing out there to hit the rocks, but I need to have the dynamite there as well. Oh wait, do I put it? Yeah, put the dynamite in the cart. You wedge a stick of unstable dynamite in the cart. Okay, the minecart is full of rocks. What's this lever do? It's stuck. It's going to require something heavier duty than a can of oil, it seems like. Wow! You're being a jerk today, aren't you, Z? My animals like to tell me when it's dinner time. Except that I know when it's dinner time, and it's not right now. Minecart seems to be locked into some kind of mechanism. So, I can't do anything with this yet. Crap! Alright, well, I don't know. I was hoping I was going to be able to finish that up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to let me until I find something that's like super duper oily stuffs, or whatever they happen to call it in this. I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get it, or maybe not. Who knows? It depends. I'm all out of time for this video, so I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, take care, and game on.